everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well today. And happy Color Days. So I am so excited to be here and show everybody my coloring book collection. So I've been doing Happy Color Days now, so this video will go up on the 20th. So I will link the playlist in case you missed any of the videos. I just did a 3-parter where I took a summary picture and I turned it into a festive one. So I had a great time. The videos are like, what is the word? Not fast forwarded. Speed coloring, that's it. Sorry, it's kind of early in the morning. So I'll link those in case anybody's interested. I had a lovely time. But to dive in, so I pulled all of my books, and I honestly didn't realize how many books I owned until I sat down, and I'm now surrounded by books. So whoopsie daisy, but we can dive right in. There's not really a rhyme or reason to the way I'm doing things, so just be prepared. The first 2 books that I really enjoy are these art therapy, color by number, color mystery books. They are Hatchet Heroes, so they are, or I guess Hatchet, I'm not even going to butcher that, but I'm assuming it's the same thing as the same company. These books are wonderful. They've been featured on my channel many times. You know, it just has really adorable pictures with a color code on the bottom. And then, of course, the solutions in the back so you can know what you're signing up for. And these 2 books are very similar. This is baby animals and these are cuties, so it's also like a bunch of really adorable little animals. But I really like them. They're super relaxing. The pictures are on the smaller side, which is nice. So they're really good, for taking them with you if you're going somewhere. I've taken them with me to the beach during the summer, and it was lovely. These books are great. I bought them on Amazon. They were inexpensive, like €4 maybe. However, I know shipping can be a little difficult to the States, but these are great. Jumping into books that are very easy to find, my 2 Johanna Basford books. So I own The Lost Ocean and I think it's called World of Flowers in English. So these books are very popular. Johanna Basford is amazing and her books are highly detailed. Here's a page I did in August. This was actually a buddy color. But I really like her books. They are double-sided. The paper is nice and thick though. I haven't tried using markers or watercolor in here, so I can't speak for that. But I just saw recently she's coming out with a new book, I think March 2021, and it's called like World of Wonder, and I'm assuming it's going to be about, you know, different places in the world, and I'm really excited about that book. I will be getting it. As if I need another one, but I just love travel and I love Johanna's style, so. And then Johanna Basford, The World of Flowers. Well, I could show you the picture I was just talking about. So as I said, I just turned a festive, or like a summer picture into a holiday one, so this is it. So I added the Christmas tree, I added the bow, I did the truck red, I added the ground, like the coloring and stuff. But I love this book. Something about flowers, just I really enjoy coloring. So I really like, oh, maybe not the bugs, but I love it. Again, it's double-sided. The paper is nice though. I've also done this picture in here. This was September. I don't know. I just really like her style. A lot of bugs in this one. But yeah, this is Johanna's World of Flowers. Get a little festive here. I have a million Christmas cats. Is there an, John Bigwood. I was gonna say there better be an artist. This book is so stinking cute. It just has a million Christmas cats, just as advertised. Again, it's double-sided. The paper is on the thicker side. Just, I haven't colored in this yet. And again, it's the 20th. So I really need to get going on this book because I do want to work in it. It's just so stinking cute. Oh, really cute. Another Christmassy book is my Creative Haven Christmas Color by Number by George Tufexus. This is the only George Tufexus book that I own, but I saw he's coming out with another one. Again, it's a travel related one. Can you see a pattern? But I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and then when I pre-ordered it, I saw that it comes out in July. So I was like, oh, like I don't want to, I don't know where I'll be in July, maybe I'll move, maybe I'll still be here, I don't know. So I ended up canceling the pre-order just because, uncertainty hit. But he's coming out with a new book. These pictures are great, very detailed, but in a traditional Creative Haven fashion, the color code's on the front. You have all the solutions. I have done some pages this month. I did this one this month. I guess it's a little preview of my completed pages. I did this one this month as well. So they're great. They are very, very detailed. Actually, I lied. This is not my only George Tufexus book. I just accidentally fibbed. Let me find the other one. Yeah. Oopsie daisy, sorry. So this is the George Tufexus Color by Number Christmas. I also have his Creative Haven City Lights Color by Number against George Tufexus. Again, super detailed. These books are on the thicker side, like for color by number. So you definitely get your money's worth. Let's see, I did this one in July. I have done a good amount in here. This paper can take marker and pencil. They're single-sided, just put a blotter sheet in and you're good to go. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I guess I have a work in progress here with Laura's Bistro. But yeah, big fan of these books. They're inexpensive and it feels like there is one for everybody, regardless of what you're looking for. Then I have some German coloring magazines that I purchased here. Again, I know you can get them on their website. Shipping might be questionable though. So one of my newest ones is this one, and it is ocean themed. So these are color by number. The colors are on the bottom, and these pictures are just super fun. You can't see anything, but I really like these magazines. I don't know, something about them I think the pictures are neat. They have a good variety. Like there's fish, there's like a sunken city, there's mermaids, It's just really, really neat. Big fan. Oh, a bunch of Nemos. So this is my German color by number, and in case you're interested, it's number 6. I don't know, Megastar. Somebody said they also can get it. Was it Switzerland? No, it wasn't Switzerland. I just remember she said that hers is in French. So that's one of them. This is the one that got the addiction started. This is the number 16 coloring book. I don't understand the rest. But when I saw this dog on the front, I knew I had to have it. And these pictures are just marvelous. Like, I don't know, something about it just really caught my attention. Like, some of the pictures are also smaller, which I think is interesting. Some are bigger. I did this beach scene last month. Did these 2 last month. This one. This was like all within a couple, so 15th, 13th. Oh, is that a 3? Can't read my handwriting. Yeah, that's the 13th. I colored multiple pages, like within a couple days of getting it, just because I enjoyed it so much. It's a cool book. However, it doesn't have anything Christmassy or like holiday in it, because I was looking to do something this month in here, and just nothing really resonated with me. Like there's some fall ones like this and the leaves, but not really anything wintry. So I don't know if I'll work in it this month just because I'm in holly jolly spirit. And then the third one that I have from that company is a barcode one. I don't know. So these pictures are definitely more grainy and a little harder to like comprehend what's in it. But I mean, you can still see, like, you can tell that's a fish. You can tell that's a boat. But they are like the pixel ones. So I know a lot of people do the cross method or the dot method. I've done a couple. I've done 2 in here. So let me show you. So I did this snowman this month. And as you can see, I just colored it fully in, so I haven't done the cross or the dot or anything. But you can tell it's a snowman. So again, these are super easy to do, very relaxing, very speedy. I just really like these magazines are fabulous. If you can get your hands on them, I would highly, highly recommend it. I have another German coloring magazine, just a little different, and it's this winter coloring book. I don't know. I just get these at the newsstand, but these are not colored by number, so they're just simple pages. Obviously different artists, stock images, I don't know, but I just thought they were so pretty. I like that some are black background, some are white. Everything is single-sided, which is nice. Oh, look at Santa. So look, some are more Zen doodly than others. That's what I mean. It's definitely like different artists, but they're just nice. Ooh, I didn't know she was in here. She looks sassy. Nice. It's nice. I used to have the autumn one. I've mentioned this before. I actually did a full flip of the autumn one, but I ended up shipping it to my cousin because she wanted a coloring book, and that one was just seasonally appropriate, and I hadn't actually colored in it. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just pass it on. So I don't have the autumn one anymore, but I did get the winter one. Then another Amazon purchase. I have the Disney Princesses Dots, Waves, Lines, Spirals coloring book. I've been greatly enjoying this. Talk about relaxing coloring. You just get one color, at least I do it in one color, and you just, you know, go ham. It's wonderful. It has, so that was obviously Rapunzel. This is Sleeping Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. Elsa, right? Oh, that's a work in progress. This one I messed up. Whoopsie daisy. But then it has the spiral, so this is Little Mermaid, as you can see. And yeah, they're wonderful. I've done a good amount. So this is Snow White. Did this month. Sorry, I tilt them because sometimes it's easier to see the picture when you tilt them. But I know that there's a bunch of different like types of these dots waves books. There was one I was looking at, the villains one, that I find interesting because they have the princess one, so you know it would be nice to have the villain one too. But there's also one I saw for the movie Inside Out, and I loved that movie. So that book is on my wish list. Like this kind of book, but for Inside Out. If you haven't seen Inside Out, please watch it. It's so adorable. Then we can dive into something that I'm super proud of. Whoops, can't pick it up. I have officially completed my Rita Berman collection. So happy, so happy. So yes, I owned 3. I had the winter, autumn, and the summer. And then my friend came over yesterday and she graciously gifted me the spring one. So thank you so much. I know you watched the video, so thank you, sweetie. I'm so excited. I have now 4 seasons. I know Rita Berman has another book that's like the collection of the 4, you know, like best of, and I think she has another one. But I really, really wanted all 4 seasons, so I'm so happy to finally have them. These are my favorite books. They're just amazing. So the winter one I am working in. Where is it? I guess I should show you some of the pictures. Oh, this is the one I'm working on. I'm working on the advent calendar and the boot. So this will be completed this month. There's some double page spreads. There's some single. Paper is double-sided. It is on the thicker side. I just love her art style. I don't know how to describe it. I just think it's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. So this is the winter one. Oh, there's some black background too. And if you're interested maybe in trying out her artwork, but you don't want to commit to a book yet, if you go to her Instagram, she recently released a free image for the holidays that you can easily just download and print. And it's beautiful. So this is the winter one. Then I have the autumn one. Lots of apples and little critters. Again, some double page spreads, some single page. I did do pages in here, I promise. So I did this pair October, and this is just gel pen. See, then again, I did this. This is color. These are Arteza pencils and some gel pen as well. Color pencils. I think some gel pen. But yeah, they're just amazing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then the summer one, this was the first one I got, and I can blame this one for starting the addiction for these books. I did this one as a tester page. So to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this page. I think it looks nutty, but I wanted to color on it in water-based markers because I wanted to see how this paper reacted to it. So this is actually the last page. It just has like the cover of the other books in here. And as you could see, it bled through. So I did this as a tester page, and then I was like, okay, no, I can't use I can't use markers in here. Did this in July. And I'm not showing you all the completed pages in these books, just if it happens to flip to it. Yeah, some nice roses. This was a buddy color. I just really enjoy these books. And they are on the smaller side, which is nice because it's, you know, you feel very accomplished when you finish a page. And then this one is the spring one, and I received it last night. So no, I have not colored it yet. I haven't actually fully flipped through it yet either for myself. Oh, so pretty. Oh my God. So this immediately makes me think of the Netherlands and their floral tulip festival, which I've been wanting to see for multiple years now. But hopefully, maybe things will be okay this year and I'll be able to go. Because I love tulips. Tulips are my favorite flower. So I would love to go. But yeah, that completes my seasonal Rita Berman collection, which is so exciting. Love her stuff. Then a book that I personally think is hilarious. I don't know if anybody else is going to agree with me. So it is a Gordon Ramsay coloring book. I know, but I saw it and I couldn't pass it up. So for those of you who don't know, Gordon Ramsay is a chef, and he has a couple reality TV shows, and he goes and like helps failing restaurants, or he has, I think it's called Hell's Kitchen on the cooking channel, and he just makes really funny comments. I don't want to call him sassy because he's not sassy. Like sassy rude? Rude sassy? Sued, if you combine them. I don't know. But he makes some funny comments. So somebody, let me see who, lemon tree coloring. So I don't know if I actually want to flip this, like do the flip, because there's a lot of curses in here. So, I mean, maybe I could show you the back. So what it does is it has like his quote, and then it's surrounded in these like doodly, zen colory kind of designs. But it's so fun. And these are his actual quotes. So, this fish is so raw, it's still finding Nemo. Yes. It's not a crab cake, it's a crap cake. My gran could do better, and she's dead. So, yeah. It's just hilarious. I know. It's cheesy and it's stupid, but I was so excited to get it. I actually did a page yesterday. And it looks like this. Also, it has like his faces on the side, and they're all different. Like, look at it. I can't. So I bought it, and this one says there's enough garlic in here to kill every vampire in Europe. I'm so excited. And then I tried to do the background in like Christmassy colors just to stay, up to date on the trend of the season. And then I just did purple here. I had so much fun. The entire time I was just chuckling to myself. So if you like Gordon Ramsay or these Zen doodly kind of things, this book is hilarious. And it was an Amazon purchase. And then, like I said, my friend got me the Rita Berman book yesterday, but she also got me the second book, which is You Are Bleeping Awesome. Motivational swear word coloring book. Swear words coloring book. I can't even read. So, yeah. It just has like doggies. And again, it's pretty zen doodly. But then it just has a bunch of very motivational and cursey things. There's one that I related to. No, here. This is going to be the first one I'm doing. I'm too sober for this shit. Which is a quote I say quite often. So this is definitely going to be the first one that I do. And again, I got this last night, so I haven't actually colored it in it. So something that everybody should have seen coming is my Color Questopia collection. If you're new to this channel, I love me some Color Questopia. I think their books are fabulous. They're inexpensive, there's so much variety, and now they also come on a black background. So cheers to that. I actually have 2 of their books that I've completely finished. So I finished a Christmas coloring book with a black background. I did a whole vlog on this one. And then I finished the Color Pug, which was my first ever book by them. So these are so fun. Like this one just has a bunch of adorable dogs. The numbers come on the side. I love these, as you can tell. So yes, I finished this one. Also did a video on it. And then in the back, if you're again new to these books, they provide you a bunch of extras from different books so you can experience it. Yeah, I really want this corgi one. I think it's super cute. But yeah, I finished it and I'm so proud of myself. Love the Love Pug. Then this one I finished this month in a vlog and in an attempt to finish this whole Christmas book by Christmas, because I knew if I didn't finish it this season, I would just have it kicking around till next year, and I didn't want to do that. So this is their Christmas color by number with a black background. I have to say the black backgrounds are fabulous. And here we go, the lineup of the creepy children. So that's the one thing I don't like about this book, and I mentioned in that video too. I think these children are terrifying. But I still enjoyed this book. I primarily use markers, alcohol, water-based, whatever I'm feeling that day. Yeah, these books, so cute. The colors are on the side again. There's a suggested color guide on the back. I personally just pick colors every single time. So baby blue in one photo might be different than a baby blue in another photo. I find that way I use my markers up more evenly. And yeah, sometimes I also change up the colors. Like in some of these pictures, it would ask for a light blue sky, but it would have stars in it. So I just switched it to a dark blue, Being the creative soul that I am, I changed up the shade of the blue. I also have their fashion color by number. And this again has a black background. No, it does not. I lied. It has a white background. So it just has a bunch of really nice, stylish individuals, men and women, which I think is really refreshing. And then, yes, I did work in this book. I just work from the back in these books. So I did this beautiful, and then I did this horrendous outfit that I've discussed before. And yeah. I like it. Again, I think these books are great, especially for their price. And it seems like they're printing a new one almost every single week. Oh, the Christmas one that I talked about, they have another Christmas one. If that one didn't float your boat, they have another one too. So this is the Fantasy Landscapes color by number. Black background. This one is actually black background. I would have to say, out of all the Color Questopia that I have, this one's my least favorite, which really sucks because I was really excited for this one. But I just find the pictures to be a bit blah, especially if you're going to call it Fantasy Landscapes. Like, I expect to be blown away. This is a picture I did. This is like the back. This is from their autumn book. But what I mean is, again, I've touched upon this before. Like, this is one of the pictures, and there's just not that much color variation. Like, there's so much purple. It's just blobs of purple. They have so much detail with, like, the stonework, but the shades are all the same. So it just, I don't know. Again, I just think they could have, like I said, they print one almost every single week. So maybe they should have taken 2 weeks on this one. Like, the water is the entire same color. I don't know. Not my fave. I think there's only 2 pictures I've done out of here. But there's a bunch. If it's something that interests you, please go ahead. The quality is not bad by any means. It's just not my favorite book from them. And then the last Color Questopia book I have is the Cactus and Succulent coloring book. It's white background, and it just has a bunch of different plants and, you know, other things that might be on your table. This does use up a lot of your greens for obvious reasons, so just be aware. But they do try to venture out with like the purples and the pinks and stuff. So I love plants and succulents. I own many. So I really enjoy this. Again, very relaxing. You do have to do the line work yourself if you choose to though. And then of course it has the extras in the back. Oops. This was a challenge that I did. No, Harry's not supposed to look like that. There's a bird one. Lighthouses. Like I said, they just have pretty much everything for anybody. Fairy magic. This one's really popular with people. I don't own it. I'm not really big like fairy, mermaid, magical creatures kind of gal. So that one really never sparked my interest. But I've seen a lot of people talk about it and they loved it. Sorry, I just screamed. All right, moving on into a book that I really like and I've recommended. I was even on my gift guide for the holidays this year. It's this Brother Grimm fairy tale book by Forrest Diver. And it's a Julia Rivers book. If you like fairy tales, or if you know somebody who likes fairy tales, this book is great. It follows the fairy tales, however, it ventures out from the traditional Disney fairy tales, you know. So this is obviously Little Red Riding Hood, her going into the forest. This is Cinderella. Pumpkin. So for example, I did this in August, bedazzled this slipper as much as possible. But they also have fairy tales that Disney might not have, you know. And some of these fairy tales I don't know the name of. Oh, this is Rapunzel. But you can look up in the back. Oh, I also did another picture here. I did this house. But let me see. Oops. Oh, it has their other books. No, where is it? Goodness gracious. Oh, here. So it's broken up by story. So mine are in German, so just beware. So if you didn't know some of these fairy tales, which I don't know some of them, or they look familiar from my childhood, but I just don't remember them, you can look them up. But this book is great. Again, it gives you that fairy tale atmosphere without, you know, being Disney, if Disney's not your thing, or if you just wanted to venture out. This book is marvelous. Again, Amazon purchase. Typical, I know. A book that I bought here in store was this Colorful Wonder Gartenglück, which has something to do with gardens. Coloring book. I bought this at an art store here, and these are some of the pages that I've done. So this book falls apart super duper easily, but that's why the pages are in the front that I've done. But it has like instructions in the back. It talks to you about the color wheel and all these fun things. Unfortunately, I don't understand the language, but if you did, great. You could learn something from it, but unfortunately I can't. But I really like these pictures. They are, for some reason, the art style just reminds me a bit of Rita Berman. Not fully, but something about it. And therefore, I love it. But it's really nice. And it's a thick paper. It's single-sided. So you could use markers in here if you wanted. They do have other books from this series, but this one was the one that caught my eye the most. And I couldn't justify buying multiple of them, so I just stuck to the one. And I have seen this on German Amazon. So maybe it's also on American Amazon. I'll try to find it. It's a great book. It's very thick too, so you get a lot of bang for your buck here. And then moving on to a book that's made for children, but enjoyed by me, an adult. It is this Disney Color by Number. And I did not get this on Amazon. I got this in person, just at their drugstore here. It has, oh my God, it's Mowgli, right? What's the name of the story though? Can't remember. But yes. And these are super easy. The color selection's not that big, which makes it easy breezy. It also has Bambi in the back, then Lion King in the middle. Oh, also has 101 Dalmatians. I've done a good amount of pictures in here, and that's because they're super easy to go through. It's just a little like hard for me because I haven't watched like Bambi in ages. I do remember that his mother dies, and I remember my mother reading me the story as a kid, like out of a picture book, and me being horrified. So, was it this one? I think it was Bambi. But anyways, I did not do well with animal mom dying, you know. So, and I prefer to watch stories before I color them, about them, so I don't know. But I still enjoy this book. Again, very easy peasy. And if you have children, it's very child friendly, since I'm pretty sure it's made for children. But whatever. Then I have this Happy Home Creative Haven Hygge coloring book by Jessica Mazurkovics. Also another book that I've talked about a bunch on my channel. It just has very cozy and warm pictures in here. Also, I love these giant knitted scarves. They look so, not scarves. Well, I think that's a blanket, but there's also scarves. I did this one a while ago. It says collect moments, not things. Again, I glittered this. I know I also did another pick this month. There it is. It says warmth, intimacy, and togetherness with all these mittens. This book is super cute. Single-sided. Simple Life Pleasures. It's just a cozy book. It's just that simple. It is cozy. Moving on from a very nice book to a piece of garbage, it's this Villains coloring book from Disney. Well, it's not actually from Disney, but they rip off Disney. So I've talked about this book before, and I've given this warning multiple times, but if you're new, you just didn't see those videos, please, please, please do not purchase this. So I love Disney, and I love a good villain. You know, Maleficent is my number one, I'm not gonna lie. But I bought this, I got it, I wanted to return it. And let me show you one. So I have not worked in it. It's so copy and paste into a Word document. Like, I feel like me as a 10-year-old could have put together a better coloring book. It's super pixelated. It's clearly not done by an artist. Like, these are not that bad, but like, I don't know. You can't really see it, but it's super pixelated. Can you see that here? Yes, that's not my camera being weird. That's the picture. So, again, so I tried to return it. Amazon said, you know, yeah, we'll refund you, but you don't have to send back the picture. Like, again, can you see how pixelated? Sorry, I'm like zooming in on this scary, scary Cruella here. So, but Amazon was like, yeah, you don't have to ship it back. We'll just refund you. Because it was super inexpensive, but I would have shipped it back. I don't want it, but I'm keeping it just in case I ever want to test something, or maybe I'll do a video on like trying to save your crappy coloring books and like, you know, refurbish them for something. But yeah, don't purchase this. And then onto books that you should purchase if you can are these Hatchet Heroes books. So, fun little story about me being a silly goose. So I was poking around Amazon recently, you know, as one does and as I do on a daily basis. And I was looking at these Grand Classiques books, which are, again, these are by Hatchet Hero. I feel like I should mention that. And, you know, the 8th one came out this year in October, so I know it's the last one. So I know they have 1 through 8. And then I saw that they had another line of books, so similar style, but they were called something else. And I was so excited, and I was looking at them, and I'm like, wait, why does this one look familiar? Oh, that's right, because you already own it. So these Trump, I don't know, this is in French. This entire time, I thought that both of these books were from the same line of coloring books. And then when I saw on Amazon that there was this just, I don't know why I never realized that these were not the same line of coloring books. Like, yes, they're very similar, but I always thought this was another Grand Classiques book, even though nowhere on the book it says that. So I had a little epiphany slash you're a dumbass moment, but it's fine. So I think there's only a couple in this line, maybe 3, maybe 2. I could also be lying. But these books, if you haven't seen, they have these like Disney characters, the colors on the bottom, and you just complete these wonderful photos. Yes, I worked in both of them. I absolutely love them. There's Snow White. Sorry, I forgot her name for a second. Elsa. See, Gaston. So it doesn't have just princesses. It has a variety of different characters. So this is one of the fairy godmothers or fairies, whatever they're called in the story. Oh, I did this one this month. This is from The Princess and the Frog. So, lovely. Also did this one the other day, the 18th. So, amazing. If you can get your hands on it, highly recommend it. Again, it's just, I know the shipping can be an issue. And then the actual Grand Classiques. This is, again, volume 8, came out in October, so it's the newest one. Again, they're fabulous. I love it. I could easily see myself finishing these books. I know there's a lot of uncolored pages, so you're probably thinking like, no, you can't. But I actually like stop myself from coloring in them too much because I could easily just sit down and color all the pages. I love them so much. There's Tigger. And at first I was using colored pencils in these books because I don't want to ruin the other side of the pages. I made them way too red. That is on me. So I was using pencils originally, but then I was watching somebody's videos and they were saying that they use the Crayola Super Tips. So I bought those, tried them, they work so well. So if you have these books and you've been wondering what markers to use, or if you've been wanting to try markers, try the Crayola Super Tips. They work very well and they do not seep through. Then, another book that's probably made for children is this Disney Princesses Color Mystery Circles. And again, I think this is French. Got it on Amazon. Super. Oh, it's Hatched. Oh, I did not know that. So yes, it's French. It just has these circles and the princesses, and it's pretty easy to tell what the princess will be. I have worked in here, so I have her. Let's see. Again, I promise I've worked in here. Where are they? Goodness gracious. Here. Like a little mermaid. Has all of these in the back of, what's happening. So I really like them. Super easy coloring again, but it's just relaxing. And there's some days where you just you want to color, but at the same time you don't want to whip out all your pencils and the sharpeners and everything. So something like this is super nice. Also Amazon purchase is the 70 Amazing Patterns adult coloring book. And it says it's by Alicia Fisher, and this is volume 1. I have not looked into to see if there's other volumes. There might be, but there's 70 pictures in here. So I do not need another volume just yet. But I do like this book. It's very mandala-y. I don't actually own a mandala book. So this is the closest thing I have, and I really enjoy it. Again, I promise I've worked in here. But yeah, it's 70 pictures, so it's a thick book. I did this one last month. I tried to stick with some festive colors. This one the month before. And again, I just use markers. For the most part, alcohol. These were not alcohol markers here. Some are more detailed than others. Let me see. So in the front, there was this one, which is obviously much more detailed than the other one. So, but I really like it. If you wanted to try something out mandala-y, but maybe not a mandala, this is pretty nice. I like it. It's single-sided. It was an Amazon purchase, so it was not too expensive. Another book that I think just kind of shows my sense of humor is the Drinking Animals coloring book. So it is a recipe book for different cocktails. And then it has like the recipe, the ingredients, instructions, everything. But then it has a really cute animal to color. So this is the champagne punch cocktail, champagne and rum cocktail. And I bartended for a while when I lived in Boston. So I love like making different cocktails and, just, what's the word? Mixology, right? So hot Irish whiskey, mint mojito, and it has like the preparation time, the servings, everything. I love this book. Again, I haven't colored in it yet, which is so embarrassing. But I would want to maybe make the cocktail and color, so, you get the best of both worlds. But one of these days. So this is the Drinking Animals coloring book. I don't know if there's an artist. Copyright. Is there a print company available? Printed in Poland. Okay, neat. So I don't know the artist for that. All right, now we're in the home stretch. So I have another Hatchet Association book, and it is the Winnie the Pooh book. Winnie the Pooh is my favorite character. I love him. And this book was right up my alley. It was inexpensive. It was $5.95. Got it on Amazon. It does have a good amount of wallpaper pages. As I discussed in my full flip of this book, I can see a colored page. So if you're not into like the wallpapery ones, maybe this is not the book for you. I just love Winnie the Pooh too much to care. So it has also bookmarks in the back if you wanted to color the bookmarks, which I love that idea. So, fabulous book if you can get your hands on it. I got this book in person. I went to a movie studio here where I live, and this is where that's where this cartoon, was that a sentence? That film studio is where this cartoon is produced. And apparently it's a very, very big part of the German culture. So like this cartoon's been around for ages. I was with a friend who's German, so he immediately said, oh my goodness, like I love this cartoon, so I had to get this book. And it's really neat because it has the picture on one side and then you color the other. And I think it's great for children, the intended audience. But I got it and I'm really happy it has these color things on the side because I don't know this cartoon. So for me, it would be difficult to know what all these characters are supposed to look like. So I love that it's here. Like this is the page that I did. This is the only page that I did in here though. But the paper is nice. I probably would not use markers in here, but for pencils, it's wonderful. Oops, that's the receipt for it. I'm just really glad I have this book. It has 100 pages, but for me, this is more of a souvenir, of my adventure of living here in Germany, but also of my trip to the film studios that day. Then I have this book, which I believe was the first coloring book I ever got. It's 100 Animals coloring book. And it's pretty much just stock images. Like there's definitely not an artist. Is there an artist? No. So I have blotter sheets in here because some of my friends are coloring with me in here. So this is something my friend was working on. We had a coloring evening one day and he decided to do the cat picture. But I really am glad I had bought this book because it has such a variety. I did do this one. A variety of different pictures and different styles that I was able to test different things and, slowly dive into coloring. So I did this one again, and then I ripped it, which was, super smart of me. Another blotter sheet. Or I think this is my friend was working on this as well. Different friend, before the world shut down. But yeah, I really like this book. I think it's great for testing different things. I think it's also great if you're not sure if you're into coloring because it's inexpensive and there's so many different types of pictures in here. So yeah, I even have a page somewhere here towards the back. Here, no, not that one. This one that I was just like testing different things on. Like I tried a marker down and then tried coloring over it with different color pencils and just like, I think this looks awful. Like this is not something that I really planned out. I just wanted to test different types of media on it. And because there's 100 pictures in here, and because this book was only a couple bucks, you know, I don't feel bad. So love that book. And then last but not least, assuming I am not forgetting anything, is this big bad boy. So this is the Hatchet Heroes Disney Vitro book. I feel like this one be one of the most coveted books in the community for very good reasons, because it's amazing. It has, first of all, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And then it has these amazing Disney pictures in here that look like stained glass. And I've seen people do the most beautiful work in here. If you've never seen anybody work in this book, just look up Disney Vitro on like Instagram or Google, and you'll be blown away. Like, people get so incredibly creative and do the most beautiful stuff in here. I have done a page in here, if I can locate it. I definitely want to do one of the Winnie the Pooh pages that are in here. Where is the one that I did? Here. I have to say, this picture is like my pride and joy. I love it. Let me also zoom out a bit so you can see. Sorry, I have like piles of books next to me. But I mean, I'm so proud of this picture. It took me a long time to do it because I did all the shading on the squares, all the shading on her dress, which to me looks like candy corn, but we'll just skip over that. Like, all this blue, I pretty much used up an entire blue pencil on his getup here, but I loved it. I think it turned out so well, and I could not recommend this book enough. If you can get your hands on it, oh, it's amazing. I know there's also a Spanish version. It's called something else. Not Vitro, Vitrales, something like that. If you can get your hands on it, it's worth it. But that's actually it for my collection. And I know I don't own as many books as a lot of other people in the community do, but I think I own more than enough, and I really need to stop buying things. So, yeah. But I'm pretty proud of myself. I've finished 2 coloring books in the last like 2 months, I want to say. Last month and a half. Which you're probably thinking like, girl, you have more than enough. But finishing 2 still feels really good. But that being said, I really don't need any more coloring books. I was not trying to brag in any way about all these books. You know, I purchased 99.9% of them with my own money, which makes me sad for my wallet at the moment. But yeah, this is just such a fun hobby. And I hope everybody's been enjoying watching this video and my happy color days. And yeah, Merry almost Christmas, Happy almost New Year, and Happy Holidays. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.